John, thank you so much for the sticker. This is my garage and these are my Hondas. I'm glad that you sent me a couple of them because I got a couple Hondas, so I'm going to go ahead and put them on all of my Hondas because you were so generous to send me some. Let's get to work.
No, I didn't paint it, unfortunately. I'm just f***ing with y'all. But I did pick up this 1990 Civic Si. If you've seen it before on the channel, it's because this is Gabe's old 1990 Civic Si. I originally brought the car home in May of 2015, worked on it for a few months, replaced outer tie rod, master cylinder, the front core support, and just tidied it up. Put a new hood onto it, new filler piece, a couple random pieces here and there because I wanted to sell it and make profit. I thought I was going to keep the car at the time, but I had way too many vehicles and it was just something I ended up selling, and I made a handful of money off of it, which was my sole intention in the first place. Now recently, Gabe, he wanted to get a different car. So you may have seen that we were selling the CRX a little while back. That car sold. But before selling this one, he approached me first and asked me if I wanted to pick it up. Without the wheels, he ended up selling it to me for $1,700, which I think is a really good price. The body's clean, has really good paint on it still. The hood was repainted. I repainted it myself with some Rust-Oleum, and it still looks really nice, and it does match the color of the car. It's really hard to tell if you're looking at it from a distance and walking around it. Of course, if you're inspecting it up close, you can really tell. And I also repainted the filler piece and had replaced it because when I first bought this car, the core support was pushed in, hood was messed up, and it was in need of repair. But regardless, over the course of Gabe owning it, he has cleaned it up and kept it clean. We put in some Integra Type R seats. I re-welded the brackets on there, moved them around, and then re-welded them back to the seats so they fit like they should normally. We didn't drill any extra holes. I wanted to throw my track car wheels on there just to kind of get a good look of what it would look like if I use this as my track car, and I really dig the way it looks. The wheels look really sharp on the white. But I'm really torn on what I should do. I thought about, my intention was to take all the parts off of my 1990 Civic, the black one, and move everything to this car. Front suspension, rear suspension, motor and exhaust, steering rack and pinion, of course the traction bar, everything. Essentially it'd be just swapping all parts from that car to this car and then putting the black one back together as stock as possible with another motor I have in the garage, and then selling it just to make some of my money back. I think I could still make a decent chunk of change back, yet I would have a nicer looking shell, which is a lot better shape than mine. And it's not a huge difference in shape, it's just that mine has some quarter panel damage, which is wrinkly, and I don't really mind being that's a track car, but I don't know, I'm always changing my mind back and forth. I've been searching for a clean track car. Well, not a clean track car, but a cleaner shell to swap my parts to, and this opportunity has arisen. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm being kind of lazy thinking of swapping all the parts over. And I like that I don't have to worry about my track car. I absolutely love the way that car is, the way it looks, the way it's just so much fun to drive, and it's so enjoyable. Now don't get me wrong, my SI is a badass car. I like that car a lot too. The green with the gold wheels, super clean. I just don't have the same kind of fun in that car that I do in my track car. That car is just such a blast to drive, and I don't have to worry about it, which is one of the best things about it. Haul ass, tear it up, wheel weights fly off a car at the track, it hits my car, I don't gotta worry about it, rocks, random BS. That's what the best thing I love about the car. It's just a pure fun enjoyment car. This SI has some good mods on it too. It has some function and form Type 1 coilovers. Has the black works rear lower control arms with the spherical outer bushings. There are the rear trailing arms off the Integra DA that I put on there for him with the ARP extended wheel studs. It has the, well, I wouldn't want to keep that energy suspension rear trailing arm bushing. I would swap mine over, but still a nice part that's on there that'll come in handy if I use it on a different model. And the Integra Type R seats, the Momo steering wheel, energy hub. So I think the price was very, very reasonable for what I picked it up for off of Gabe. He hooked me up, and I told him that, of course, he knows I take care of him. And we were talking about him potentially taking over the black car and putting that one back to stock for his daily driver. So I don't know how this is going to go or what direction I'm going to go in. I have a little bit of time before, well, essentially from today I have about 8 weeks until our first track day. So I could easily do it. I could just take 1 or 2 extra days off from work, bunch them together, and in the course of like 2 to 4 days, just get everything completely swapped over and the white car completely set up with all of my parts onto it. So stay tuned. We'll see where it goes. I may or may not do that work, but I'm not sure if the SI will even stay in my hands, but it is for now. And I've had it for about 2 weeks already. So we'll see where that goes, and hopefully you guys like the content. Hopefully you like the pickup. I think it was great grabbing it back into my collection. You guys know I love these EFs. And if I can, maybe I'll just hang on to it as well and keep the 6 that I have. So after seeing the car, seeing my explanation on things, what do you guys think I should do? Should I keep it as my track car? Cleaner looking model? Something I can wash, wax, polish, keep it looking really sharp? Or should I do some continued work on my 1990 Civic, the black one I already own? It's really a toss-up. I'm really torn, and I'm having a really difficult time wanting to sell my track car. I've grown really, really attached to it in the last 2 to 3 years, just because it's been so much fun, and I feel like it's running so well. It handles so good. I think I'm just pulling it apart and selling it as a vague representation of what it was. Kind of kills me. But I don't know. Honestly, my wife tells me to keep them all. So keep the white one and keep my black one as a track car. But I don't know, guys. We'll see what I decide to do in the next couple of weeks. Maybe I'll just start swapping everything over. Maybe I won't, but I will definitely keep you guys updated. Hope you liked the video today. We'll see you next time. Take it easy.